Hello everyone, let's play Donkey Kong, an absolutely legendary game made by Nintendo. It creates their mascot, Mario, and one of their more popular characters, Donkey Kong. Let's see how far we can get today. I tend to have the most problems with the barrel level, but I do have a policy that keeps me alive, and that is to never climb a ladder that has a barrel directly above it, because that barrel could diverge, come down the ladder, and hit you on the head. Now, this wouldn't be a problem if you could tell whether or not they're going to come down the ladder, or whether or not they're going to diverge from their path. But the only way I know how to do that is by watching and seeing if the barrel has done it before, because they tend to be repeat offenders. Other than that, you're on your own. There are probably Nintendo masters that know whether or not a barrel's going to diverge, but I can't really tell. They seem to do it more often the harder or the further level you're on, or the further stage you're on, or, well, no levels. This is the fire stage, but this is only the first level. The level indicator is at L in the upper right. Now I use hammers in this stage a bit more than the other stages, because I think this hammer is most useful here. You can cut the flames off like I did, and then you can kind of teleport them over there. You'll kill them and then they'll respawn, or extinguish them I should say, and they'll respawn over there. And then by then you've cut that side off, so you can kind of clean up the area you're going for. Makes life a lot easier. Alright, the first time through is pretty short, just 2 stages. But now that we're the second time through, it'll be 3 stages. They add 1 in. And this gets a bit harder, because these barrels are going to diverge a little bit more. And also he's going to chuck barrels a bit more directly at me, or directly at me a bit more often. Darn. I'd have had to jump backwards to block that one. Or to jump over that one. Oh well, sometimes it's difficult. Jumping these barrels is a fine art. Jump! He's throwing his barrels rather often. Alright, he gave me an opening. That's what I was waiting for. Alright, on to stage 2. Now we have to deal with springs. And the possibility of getting smashed, or falling off the face of the level. Let's see if I can time this right. Alright. Did it. Took me a little while to get my timing down, but it's better to be cautious than dead. The score can only do so much for you. And in fact, I don't think it gives you any free guys in this game. I think the free lives are awarded by getting through the entire through the entire level set, and going to the next, or getting through the entire stage set and getting to the next level. That's right, it's confusing. I'm used to calling the next area level. That's not always the case. If we complete a revolution of the game, that's a level. These are stages. these enemies are a bit different from the traditional flames. The game calls them firefoxes, so that's what I'm going to call them. Because it's the terminology that we use, so might as well. Anyways, I make it a policy not to jump over a firefox, because it can turn around. And if it turns around, that basically is death for you. So you take your life, or you put your life in their hands if you jump over them. That's all I'm saying, so. Unless, once again, you understand whether or not they're going to turn around. If you're that experienced, then go ahead. But otherwise, you're risking your life. It's dangerous. Whoa. This is getting kind of crazy. That was very close. Alright, I think I've made it. Unless something very bad happened there. Alright, and that stage is actually pretty easy. I could have racked up some bonus points by using the hammers. I decided not to. Let's try to make progress here. I don't know why movie monkeys and apes... Well, King Kong was a great ape, but they tend to call this guy a monkey. But, I don't know, I'm calling him an ape. He doesn't have a tail or anything. Anyways, it seems to be a Kong family tradition to kidnap women. Don't know why, but that's what you do. A giant monkey is let loose on our city. It'll grab a beautiful woman and grab a beautiful woman and climb the tallest building available, or the tallest thing around. Just what they do. Alright, let's get our timing down. That sounded like death to me. You could just feel it. Alright. I made it. We're gonna get to level 4. This generally is my strategy on this level. So take out this side, then grab a hammer, clear out the other side. Because as usual, or as I said before, it helps them spawn on that side. Generally cleans out the place. It's a very crafty strategy. I'm glad that that firefox didn't charge me. Alrighty. We have made it to round 4, or level 4. Almost fair enough to call it a round. We're kind of going around the stages. Alright, things get really nasty at this point. I'm probably not going to make it to level 5. But we shall see. Pressing the button as fast as I could, but nope. Alright, well, let's see if I can make it past the barrel stage on level 4. This is getting nasty. Really nasty. The hammer becomes more useful here. They're throwing a lot more barrels at you. Climb! Climb as if your life depended on it, Mario. see that coming. Barrelhead Mario. Just replace his head with a barrel graphic. Uh-oh. I have to get to the barrel stage. Come on. I'm not sure if I will, though. This is kind of looking scary. Uh-oh. Oh, I could see that coming. Oh well. Level 4 barrel stage. Really nasty. Game over. Thank you for watching. I'll put in my initials, just for fun. And that's it. Thank you for watching, and good night.